team, and it was no longer just about, whatever the result is the result. I mean, at the end of the day, you win some, you lose some, but that was probably the moments that I was like, whoa, we got to win. We got a state championship on our hands that we can actually bring home. And I think those are really cool moments because, you remember a lot of the times that you win. You try to remember the losses as well because you do learn from them, but at the same time, you want to remember the wins that you have. So state championships were definitely a really important part of my memory.
Our state cup was fun. My team was very competitive. I mean, we had a lot of competition as well, but I can't remember how many we won. Maybe 9, I think, is what we counted with our team, which made it so much fun. That was always like the big goal at the end is win state cup, go to regionals, and go to nationals. And we always fell short going to nationals, which still hurts today to even talk about. But I had so much fun in those tournaments, and my team made it even 10 times better to be a part of.
I get to play now in front of huge crowds and with all this spotlight and attention, and I don't think I'll ever have that feeling that I did going through my U14 national championship. I remember winning state cup. I can tell you how I scored, what the score was. I remember going to Hawaii. That was our regionals, Region 4, and I remember that national championship. And I think that it stays with me so much because it was about camaraderie. It was about growing and learning who you were and making these lifelong bonds.
Well, this is the top league in the country, all the best teams, the best competition, and that's what you want for your kids. You want them to work hard and achieve success against the best, so it should be exciting.
Boy, they were tough. They were a tough team, and they had a lot of speed. And so we weren't ready for that, and they kept fighting and kept fighting and kept fighting. We made a few mistakes in the back, and then they came back and tied it up, with 7-8 minutes left in the game. But it was a battle. They are a very strong, competitive team. It's a sweet victory because they really deserve it. The girls were tired, they were weak, and they dug really deep. They really did. They really fought for it.
Everyone wants it so bad that we all get better from each other. No matter the win or the loss, we all want it. It's the best feeling. I've dreamed about this for a long time. It's so exciting to be here.
Very tough game. We had to go into extra time to decide the champion, and our boys stuck it to the end, and were able to come out with a victory today.
It's just an amazing feeling knowing you scored the winning goal for the team. We worked so hard for this, and we all deserve this.
Regionals is where you find the best state champions come and they give you a run for your money.
I think soccer in a whole creates a family. The bake sales, the car washes, the raising of money, it brings all of us together, and we are one, and on to nationals.
U.S. youth soccer has impacted my life by taking over. I mean, it's been a very good experience. A lot of life skills and lessons and how to take on certain things, and it's really made a big impact on my life.
Hey, everybody here was amazing.
We played against some amazing girls, and I just think it was awesome.
It's really great to see my team pull together to really work hard.
Being a regional champion is amazing. It's a once in a lifetime type of opportunity for these guys, for myself.
I'm really excited for these girls with this confidence to go to nationals and just test ourselves against great competition.
We're going to nationals!
This tournament, it's great competition. I mean, you just have to work. All these teams belong here. All these teams work to get here.
So the competition was fantastic from start to finish, and when you get to play in a facility like this, it makes it even more worthwhile traveling the 6.5 hours to get here.
We sacrificed a lot, time and our summer. So I really think that if we keep with that, we'll be on pace for a great time at nationals.
Just an overall great performance. Came out in the second half, was able to close it out and get that regional victory that we wanted.
Benefits of this level are huge. The college exposures, second to none for these guys. They're all able to get recruited and achieve the goals that they want to when they set out to actually sign up to play club sports and make a team. They're able to get those opportunities.
I think having something to play for is a real benefit to these girls, not just showcases, it's competition. Everyone wants to win. You play competitive sports because you want to win.
My name is Tony McManus. We are the 01 Lady Lobos Rush out of Memphis, Tennessee. You know, we were here in the finals last year. Unfortunately, did not finish it out, but that gave us a little bit of motivation going into this year.
It's been crazy, and
It's just been like really hard because everybody here is so good, and everybody is good because they win their state cup, and so there are other ways to get in, and so it's been really difficult. But we pushed through it, and we were able to come out on top.
For us, it's a little difficult because we work with a lot of underprivileged kids, kids that can't afford to really play at big clubs. So we're very small. We haven't been around very long. We put in a lot of work with the kids. We pick them up. We've been working with these guys, just try to give them a future, something to look forward to, get them out the streets, put them in a place where they can come and just have fun, meet other kids, and train hard, and just give them a goal, whether it's college or to the next level. So we've been very successful at doing that at this level. So it's been a great process.
Welcome back to the Shields Overland Park Soccer Complex in suburban Kansas City for the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships. I am John Schreiner. I'll be along with you for our 2 games this evening from field number 1. We begin in the boys under 18 division, where the OBGC Rangers Blue 2001 out of Olney, Maryland take on PPA KSA 01 Pro Profile out of Atlanta. KSA in the red with orange numbers. Team from Atlanta had a 3-3 draw yesterday against the FC Dallas 01 squad. A couple of guys to watch. Dietz and Vixamar had 2 goals in that game, along with Carl-Henri Desir, who added the 3rd goal. A couple of players to watch for the KSA squad out of Atlanta. On the other side, the team in white with black numbers, the OBGC Rangers. They had a draw yesterday as well, 1-1 with Michigan Wolves. They allowed a goal in the 17th minute and equalized in the 52nd. It was Eric Moreno, the defender, putting the ball in the back of the net to earn the draw for Rangers. A couple other players to watch. Christopher Rindolph, watch him in the back. He's committed to Collegiate National Championship team Maryland. He will be definitely one to watch. Also Luis Ward in the midfield, number 9. So we're just about set for action here. KSA against Rangers, and we're off. KSA with a direct attack right from the kickoff. This is Jerry Destunes. 4-3-3 alignment for KSA. Their staff told us today that after the draw yesterday, they need some goal differential, so they're planning to play very direct and attack, move the ball up the field. Could be a very entertaining match watching KSA as they chase goals today. Plenty of attacking flair. This team from Atlanta. The other side for Rangers. They'll want to possess and get the wings involved in their 4-2-3-1 alignment. Played through. Dietz and Vixamar gets on the end. Left-footed shot. Saved. Vixamar running through. Recovers. Played back into the middle, but it's cleared out by Brendan Henry. Vixamar, we told you to watch out for him. Into the action early. Forcing the save from Gonzalo Bertoli Pinero. Nearly turned over. Now we played all the way back for KSI to the goalkeeper, Richard Nicholas. Vixamar lays it off to Desir. Nodded away out of the back. Searching ball ahead, looking for Samuel Wells. Wells in a battle with St. Just. And it's a free kick to KSA. Wells whistled for the foul. Carried ahead by McGann. Played up to Desdunes. Comes back to Irving. Now running through the midfield. Up to Vixamar. Desdunes. Desdunes again. Wide to Aristavi. Aristavi looking for space. His cross comes in to the far post. And a shot from distance is well up over the bar. Doesn't trouble Bartoli Pinero too much. That's all KSI here in the early going. You get a look at the shot. It was well up over the bar. It's kind of what we expected from the outset. KSA planning to play very direct, get the ball up the pitch quickly. Throw into Rangers. Cleared forward for Vixamar. Here's Aristavi. Pushed off the ball. Messer gives chase but can't get there quite in time. But it is a throw in to Rangers. Alan Rivera to take. Off the chest of Wells. Throw in for KSA. Flicked over the top and out. Headed inside by Wells. Here's Messer. Rivera. Played through looking for Wells. Too far out in front. And it's a goal kick for Nicholas. Desdunes. Now Rivera. Back to Bartoli Pinero. Desdunes again in the midfield. Had tons of the ball in the early going. And off the foot of Ely and a KSA defender. It's a throw into Rangers. Long ball played ahead, knotted up. Aristavi wins it back. Michael Gould. Near side assistant Jalen Gray points the way of Rangers. Throw into the white. Wells backs up, looking for a long throw. Creates something off the throw in. Into the middle of the box, headed backward. Nicholas easily collects. Sagir racing down the wing. Sagir left-footed pass. Vixamar with the shot from the left side. Sprayed it wide. Another good opportunity here for KSA. Ball at the feet of Vixamar. Doesn't come up with a shot on target. It was a great run by Sagir to set up Vixamar. Technique just wasn't quite clean enough on the finish. Gould heads down. And a foul going to be called on Des Dunes. He's got an arm into the chest of Brendan Henry. Rindolph searches ahead. Already you can see the pace of play from KSA is turned up a notch. They said they wanted to play fast today. They have lived up to what their coach had projected from the outset. Vixamar between two defenders. And then a foul. KSA not standing on ceremony. Just ready to put the ball in play and get rolling. Aristavi brings it back to McGann. Inside to McGann. McGann, Aristavi. Aristavi tried to lay it off. Ball finds its way to Messer. Now Wells. Looked ahead for Ely. It was cleared away by Kamani Irving, and a throw into Rangers. "10 minutes in, haven't heard from our center official yet. I'm sure we will. His name's Ricardo Fierro. Long throw deep in the corner. Headed on. All popped up in the air dangerously. KSA able to come away with it. McGann. Now Sagir turning. Turns on the Jets, but a great sliding challenge from behind. Dennis Mesa. Take a look again at the great defensive work done by Mesa out on the wing to win that from a streaking Carl-Henri Desir. There's McGann. Inside, trying to turn. Crone. Aristavi, as he tries to touch it back, is fouled. It'll be a free kick to KSA. Saint-Just one of those two center backs for KSA. Vixamar with a beautiful flick, chipped over the top, and Desdunes puts it in. What a play from KSA! Beautifully worked at the top between Vixamar and Desdunes. Watch this again and drink it in because it is sweet. Great flick chip, and then an excellent chip over the goalkeeper from Desdunes. We are off and running. KSA with a 1-0 lead. Rangers begin the long climb back now, finding themselves down a goal inside of 13 minutes. If history's any indicator, this KSA side is certainly prolific. 3 goals in yesterday's match. Already got the first one here inside of 13 minutes today. Desdunes has established himself as a force in this game early on. He's had tons of the ball, done marvelous things with it. Now Vixamar, what can he do? Streaking to the end line, crossed in, sliding challenge away. But another dangerous attack. Here's Desdunes. He'll bring it back to McGann. Out wide to Aristavi. Gould. Aristavi. Vixamar. KSA having it all their own way in the early going. Errant touch from Gould gives the ball back to Rangers. The high press locks in the defense. Alan Rivera had nowhere to go, and then it's eventually played into touch. It'll be a throw into KSA. From the throw in, Rangers try to advance. Played back to Nicholas. There's Gould trying to run onto it. Now Messer. Messer cutting to the outside. Left-footed cross all the way through the area, and it'll be tracked down by Theus True. Now Messer finds himself with the ball in the center of the box. Tries to switch to the left foot, back to the right. Help comes in the form of Aristavi, and KSA cancel the attack. Out off the foot of Chacron. Rangers will have another throw. That opportunity just a moment ago. Messer finding the ball right in the center of the box in front of the goal, but the defense had absolutely locked it down. Looks like a sure opportunity for Rangers. KSA having none of it. True to McGann. And gets trapped in the middle. Wells. Here comes Desdunes. Gliding through the midfield. Vixamar looking for the through ball. It was just a bit behind him. Here's Rivera. Brings it back to Luis Ward. And Ward's ball, as a result of some miscommunication, possession ends up back with KSA. Aristavi, Gould. Irving out to Troué. Now a long spell of possession from KSA as they look, find a way to restart that potent attack. There's Aristavi in between defenders. And a good turn by Vixamar. He won't get there ahead of Moreno. Rivera has to clear along the touchline. And then a foul called against Saint-Just. And here we have Ricardo Fierro getting his first action. Wants a little chat after this battle along the touchline, and healthy shove in the back from Saint-Just. It was a friendly forearm shiver. Now launched ahead, Desdunes running on. Looking for Vixamar, a little miscommunication. Rangers able to play out of the back now. Here's Messer. Out wide for Wells. Messer. Wells looking for a cross. He'll get it away. Into the box. Almost spilled by Nicholas, but a golden opportunity, and one that certainly goes begging for Kirstein. Here's Kirstein. Now Rangers looking to move ahead. Turned over in midfield. Chacron played through for Vixamar. Well read by Rindolph. Battle for the ball. Ely wins out. It's launched ahead. Messer giving a half-hearted chase. Saint-Just there first. It's out into touch.
You don't want depression? What? You don't want depression?
Flicked inside. Luis Ward couldn't quite control. Just over 21 minutes gone here in the first half between KSA and OBGC Rangers. KSA on a beautiful combination play from Dietzen Vixamar. And Jerry Desdunes struck first. Here's McGann. Desdunes cutting inside. Desdunes to Aristavi. Aristavi. Vixamar holding off a defender. Played it through. And just out of the reach of Carl-Henri Desir. Vixamar has been Pretty special with the ball at his feet so far. Not necessarily what he's done shooting, but distributing to teammates as they make runs off of him. He's been the key figure. Foul's going to give Rangers a free kick about 40 yards out. Another look at the foul. And now the resulting free kick. Played in. A little too deep. As Brendan Henry is running on. Gould in the middle for McGann. Destoons, the trigger man. Outside for Desir. Desir to Vixamar. Back to Destoons. Find some space in the middle. Vixamar. Turning, Destoons. Flick to the far post and just wide. Jerry Destoons nearly had a second. KSA side gave the FC Dallas 01s all they wanted yesterday in that 3-3 draw. And Rangers are finding out that they are a particularly hard attack to deal with. Speed, skill, and vision on display here in the early going. Henry wins the ball, charging ahead. Now Messer. Henry continues his run. Here's a shot from the outside that's outside the post. It's a goal kick. Eli Kirstein, excuse me. Long boot from the goal kick for Nicholas. Desir on it. It's a little shove in the back for his troubles. It's a free kick to KSA. First substitutes coming on, both for Rangers. Henry coming off. Now Chank coming on. Silas Reitzma will be another coming on. And it looks like he will be replacing Ryan Ely. Two fresh faces for Rangers. They find themselves down a goal here. Just under 26 minutes gone in the first half. Rivera, long ball down the line. A little bit too close to the line.
Yesterday was the 23rd, today's the 24th.
Destoons for McGann. Back across to Irving. Long ball ahead. Aristavi grabs the reflection. Chacron. Aristavi to Destoons. Destoons cutting between players. Vixamar fighting off a couple of defenders. Vixamar around the corner. Left-footed drive right at the keeper. And some scrambling in the box, and Bertoli Pineda finally gets it clear, but another dangerous situation not cleanly dealt with by Rangers. There's Messer. Nicholas out to collect. Now True. Moreno takes it away from Vixamar. Vixamar wins the second ball off the head of Moreno. Tried to play a 1-2 with Desir. Too many defenders in the way. Now Meza plays it ahead. First time on the ball for now Chang. Thrown in, looking for Messer. Whistle blows. Let's have a do-over, says Ricardo Fierro. Here's Vixamar. Kirstein played ahead for Wells. Wells gets it off the foot. It's a throw into Rangers. Now, loose ball picked up by Vixamar. Running at the defense. Left it behind us, Dunes. And here comes Moreno. Then a heavy collision on the outside between True and Kirstein. Substitution coming on. KSA will send in Milton Alfaro for Alex Aristavi. Alfaro takes up his space here on the right wing. KSA's throw. Now Nicholas rolls out to restart. Chacron pressured into losing the ball, won it back, lost it again to Messer, and then commits the foul. There's Messer with the placement. And the delivery. Clipped out. Crone doesn't come up with the second ball. And now here's Wells driving at the corner of the box. Left-footed cross, center of the area, and slid out over the end line. It's going to be a corner to Rangers. An emergency clearance from Kamani Irving. And on the corner, substitution coming in. Chacron will come out. Sam Povolotsky will come in. Perhaps on the next dead ball. Substitution not acknowledged from the center official. In the meantime, a corner for Rangers. Chance to level proceedings once again. Nice delivery, center of the box, headed on. Here's Messer turning, plays it back. Left-footed effort, high and wide. Kirstein puts it over the bar, and that will give the opportunity for KSA to make the substitution. Povolotsky coming in. Chacron coming out. Trouet to McGann. Kirstein wins the throw. Rangers keeping KSA locked in their defensive third a little bit. Not allowing that potent attack to get moving. Long throw in. Flick backward into the mixer and out of the scramble. Rindov can't come up with it, so he pushes it back. Now across, comes in, middle of the box. Messer played back, and a deflected shot that does just go over. Luis Ward with a good hit. Dangerously deflected, but ends up behind. Have another look. This was not far away. First time driven ball. Deflects off a KSA defender. Ends up as another corner for Rangers. So a period of sustained pressure for the team from Maryland. Another substitution to be made for KSA and Rangers alike. Liam Giffen coming on. Wells coming off. And for KSA, Tarek Serda comes on with Carl-Henri Desir heading to the bench. Corner kick doesn't beat the first defender. Now Vixamar running onto a long ball. Vixamar cutting back to the left side. Left Desdunes hanging a little bit, and then a foul. As Rindov coming back to recover. Clips Desdunes and breaks up the attack. He'll learn him a little talking to from Ricardo Fierro. No punitive action other than the foul. So a free kick opportunity here for KSA on the heels of a couple of set pieces that didn't go the right way for Rangers at the other end of the pitch. It is Jerry Desdunes, the goal scorer, standing over it with Rayvon McGann. Looks like McGann will take, and he's way underneath and high. Here's McGann recovering in midfield. Cool. Saint-Just. Ward. Played it ahead for Giffen. Giffen puts it over the end line. It's a goal kick. Just over 37 minutes gone, still 1-0. Students with the marker for KSA. A lot of attacking flair, but just the one goal to show for it. Cool. Chipped it ahead. And from the other side, it comes out into touch. I mean, advanced throw in now for KSA. Time getting short here in the first half. Vixamar lost control. Messer will clear the lines, but only as far as McGann. Kirstein loses out. Now running out of the back, True finds Desdunes. Top of the box, True with a good ball forward. Desdunes unable to do anything offensive with it. And the subsequent cross doesn't quite find Vixamar. Messer, hounded by Gould. Played down the line looking for Giffen. To no avail. Irving, Saint-Just. Serda has to give it up after he's pressured. Now it'll be banged out from the back. Overhead flick, looking for Alfaro. Control wasn't there, and it's a throw into Rangers. There's Messer. Kirstein plays it back. Moreno. Vixamar will pick it up in midfield. McGann tried to lift one over the top, nobody running on. And a foul called. Be a free kick to Rangers. So we've crossed the 40-minute threshold.
Guys, we gotta go stretch right now. Quote unquote stretching.
Messer's delivery. Punched out by Nicholas. And Alfaro with an errant pass. Gives the ball right back. Crossed in. Nodded away by Saint-Just. Flicked up. Giffen. Cross to the far post. Just looking for Rindolph, who was up for the free kick and stayed up high in the pitch. So it comes off the shoulder of Irving. And True unable to clear. Finally, it ends up in the hands of Nicholas. Saint-Just. Destoons. Serda. Played ahead for Vic Samar. He wins the battle with Rindolph. Vic Samar to the left. Good run from Serda. Finds himself alone. Near post and score! Tarek Serda. 2-0 KSA. Beautiful run on the backside from Tarek Serda, and he buries it in the top corner. And the celebration from Serda. One of absolute jubilation. As KSA double the lead right before the break. Kirstein, long ball. True knocked it back upfield. Here's Alfaro. Alfaro dragged his man back. Quickly taken for Rangers. Kirstein. Ball played outside, and Irving across to play it into touch. Thrown into the box. Flicked up. Messer trying to post up. Two defenders on him now. Gould keeping his hands out of the way. That's cleared away for KSA, but a throw into Rangers. Scramble in the box. Nicholas able to come up with it. KSA continuing to fly forward. 2 goals here in the first half. This makes the job for Rangers a tough one in the second. We're nearing 45 minutes, and 1 minute of stoppage time is all we will have to close out this half. Saint-Just with the clearance. Only gets as far as Luis Ward. Now, through the midfield. Sam Povolotsky commits the foul. Rangers take it quickly. Trying to get one back before the halftime break. Giffen. A low cross. Comes across to Gould. Plays out wide, looking for Alfaro. It's into touch. Now Vic Samar lifts one for Destoons. He's shrugged off the ball, but it's turned over and nearly created a disastrous situation. Did not Chang. And there's the whistle for halftime. A very potent attack for KSA. We knew they were going to play pretty direct. And did they ever create some opportunities? Finished 2 of them. Destoons and Serda tally in the first half. KSA with a 2-goal lead here at the half in the boys under 18 division. Game day 2 in the group stage. We got more coming up after the halftime break. We hope you'll stick around here at the Shields Overland Park Soccer Complex for the U.S. Youth National Championships.
It was 1935, the year that Elvis and Sandy Koufax were born. It was a year of many firsts, including the first NFL draft, the first Monopoly board game went on sale, Social Security began, and Babe Ruth hit his last home run. In addition to these milestones, the National Junior Challenge Cup was founded in 1935, offering a youth competition for young men in the United States. The cup was later named the James P. McGuire Cup, after the late U.S. soccer president, who himself was quite a standout in his earlier days, winning the U.S. Open Cup in 1929. McGuire would lead U.S. soccer and earn an international reputation as an excellent leader.
The Jim McGuire Cup was started in 1935. It was the only cup that the United States Soccer Federation had for youth players. And it was a very good competition, and I can tell you, I mean, this was the highlight of my soccer career to be a champion in 1954.
This storied cup, now the oldest trophy in youth sport.
It has a history, it has a meaning, I think it has tradition. So I think it's extremely important for our competitions, for all the age groups that kind of emulate the McGuire Cup.
Winning the McGuire Cup is huge, just because all that history that comes along with the oldest trophy in youth sports period. That's really big for us.
Who will write their name in the next chapter of the storied McGuire Cup?
We made it to nationals, and that was amazing because we were one of the best. I think at the time it was 4 teams. It was a round robin, actually. So it was the best 4 teams in the whole nation, and so we thought we were just the next best thing since sliced bread. And I think that playing in that tournament was so surreal because you played against other club teams that were so good and at the same level as you that you don't necessarily always get the chance or opportunity to play against, which was so great for us because we were like, wow, these girls are like just as good as us, if not better, and we have to compete at the highest level and play these 3 games, or at that, it was a round robin, so we played the 4. But still, that just reminds me of how competitive I was and my teammates were at that age, which also I think helped me get to the next level. And being that competitive at the club level, I mean, has only helped me, continue to grow in, my competitive spirit and level that I'm playing at right now.
The national championships was really, really special. I think that was like the biggest thing I had really won, and that's kind of for youth soccer growing up, that was kind of the ultimate prize. And I think we were always super ambitious in achieving that and to have that happen. And I think what's so special about youth soccer is that it's really your family. The girls that you grow up with become like your sisters, and you do everything, and there's just like such a strong camaraderie there. So to play with a team that you've played for a while with, and with these girls, it's a very special feeling to win something like that.
Those were really great moments because at such a young age, I feel like I was competing for something and really working hard to, perform for my team. And it was no longer just about, whatever the result is the result. I mean, at the end of the day, you win some, you lose some. But that was probably the moments that I was like, whoa, we got to win. We got a state championship on our hands that we could actually bring home. And I think those are really cool moments because, you remember a lot of the times that you win. You try to remember the losses as well because you do learn from them, but at the same time, you want to remember the wins that you have. So state championships were definitely a really important part of my memory.
Our state cup was fun. My team was very competitive. I mean, we had a lot of competition as well, but I can't remember how many we won. Maybe 9, I think, is what we counted with our team, which made it so much fun. That was always like the big goal at the end is win state cup, go to regionals, and go to nationals. And we always fell short going to nationals, which still hurts today to even talk about. But I had so much fun in those tournaments, and my team made it even 10 times better to be a part of.
I get to play now in front of huge crowds and with all this spotlight and attention, and I don't think I'll ever have that feeling that I did going through my U14 national championship. I remember winning state cup. I can tell you how I scored, what the score was. I remember going to Hawaii. That was our regionals, Region 4, and I remember that national championship. And I think that it stays with me so much because it was about camaraderie. It was about growing and learning who you were and making these lifelong bonds.
Well, this is the top league in the country, all the best teams, the best competition, and that's what you want for your kids. You want them to work hard and achieve success against the best, so it should be exciting.
Boy, they were tough. They were a tough team, and they had a lot of speed. And so we weren't ready for that, and they kept fighting and kept fighting and kept fighting. We made a few mistakes in the back, and then they came back and tied it up, with 7-8 minutes left in the game. But it was a battle. They are a very strong, competitive team. It's a sweet victory because they really deserve it. The girls were tired, they were weak, and they dug really deep. They really did. They really fought for it.
Everyone wants it so bad that we all get better from each other. No matter the win or the loss, we all want it. It's the best feeling. I've dreamed about this for a long time. It's so exciting to be here.
Very tough game. We had to go into extra time to decide the champion, and our boys stuck it to the end, and were able to come out with a victory today.
It's just an amazing feeling knowing you scored the winning goal for the team. We worked so hard for this, and we all deserve this.
Regionals is where you find the best state champions come and they give you a run for your money.
I think soccer in a whole creates a family. The bake sales, the car washes, the raising of money, it brings all of us together, and we are one, and on to nationals.
Back with you here from Field 1 at Shields Overland Park Soccer Complex. John Schreiner with you for second half action between OBGC Rangers 2001s against KSA 01 Pro Profile. Teams from Maryland and Georgia respectively. Late in that first half, a big goal. Doubled the lead, and it was off the foot of Tarek Serdar. Excellent finish into the near post top corner. And that led to a 2-0 lead at the halftime break for the team from Atlanta. Another goal scored on a beautiful combination play between Dietzen Vixamar and Jerry Desdunes inside of 13 minutes. Goals kind of at either end of the half. And KSA find themselves with a coveted 2-goal advantage. The Rangers had some opportunities, didn't show quite enough quality in the final third. Had trouble getting out of their own end against this potent KSA offensive, direct attacking side. We're back to action, and Rangers will start direct from the kickoff. Here's Messer trying to turn in midfield. Gives it off to Rivera. Back to Messer. There's Messer into the box. Left-footed shot toward the far post. And it was almost a dream start to the second half for Rangers. Messer just missing over the bar. A nervous moment back there for Richard Nicholas between the posts. Nerves aside, it ends up a goal kick. And here come KSA, Chacron. Over to Trouet, back to Irving. Irving to Saint-Just. Pushed ahead, Vixamar. It's headed in front of him. Here's Aristavi. Now with a 2-goal advantage. Sure that KSA will just be looking for a little icing. So that goal differential the coaching staff was talking about. Carl-Henri Desir. This is Trouet. Chacron. McGann. Turned over. Played out wide for Messer. Comes back to Aristavi, who pops it ahead. And Desdunes unable to control. Here's Vixamar. Played forward. Henri Desir running onto it. But his touch lets him down. He was one-on-one with the goalkeeper, Gonzalo Bartoli Pinero. Just hit off his knee. Trouet. Good touch inside. Gets it back. Goes over the head of Moreno, and Vixamar surging forward. So we'll get out into touch for the Rangers throw. Chacron headed across to Aristavi. Flicked in, Vixamar giving chase. Bartoli Pinero spilled it, but got up and made a reaction save as the ball came flying off the foot of Carl-Henri Desir. KSA threatening already here in the second half to add to that lead. Corner kick to come for KSA. Rayvon McGann will place it. Here's the delivery. Scrambled away, and a foul called. Free kick to Rangers. Pushed ahead for Giffen. Kirstein down the wing. Two defenders in front. Plays it between for Messer. Messer now double teamed. Plays it off a defender into touch. It's a throw to Rangers. Now looking for the cross. Messer off the back of Chacron. And watch out. This is where KSA are dangerous. They don't get the lines just right. The ball comes right back over to Rangers. Here's Vixamar. Running at the defense. Vixamar. Up ahead. Desdunes. Out for Carl-Henri Desir. A good defensive play as Rindloff came over. And a foul for reaching over the back called against Saint-Just. Just got his arm up over the shoulder of Giffen. And it will be a free kick now for Rangers. There you see it. Not a full headlock, but a pullback nonetheless, and a deserved foul. Messer with the delivery. Right into the hands of Richard Nicholas. McGann over to Trouet. Vixamar can't win it out of the air, but Desdunes able to bring it down. Long ball out to the wing. There's Chacron. Trouet. Desir to Vixamar. Vixamar turning around the defender. Vixamar to the left side. Left-footed strike. Foot save from Bertoli Pineda. Denying Vixamar a chance to tally. Good save for the Rangers keeper, but it's turned over in the midfield, and here come KSA once again. And the Rangers throw in at the feet of Messer. Messer past one, skips between defenders. Tries to take it himself, now across. That's cleared near the line by Gould. Messer back with it. Reitzma gives it up. Meza. header from Rindov. Sends Rivera back. Ward ahead for Giffen. Giffen down the wing. Does he have an option? That's blasted out off of Giffen. Goal kick to KSA. Just under 10 minutes gone here in the second half. KSA with a threatening opportunity already. They still lead it 2-0. Carl-Henri Desir gets on the end of it. Vixamar, the fake shot, left-footed effort just wide, hits the outside side netting. Martoli Pineda was down, but that was a rocket from Vixamar. KSA still pressing, trying to find that third goal. And a player down. Liam Giffen after the foul. Irving, the guilty party, and Ricardo Fierro counts out his transgressions all across the field and says no more. The next one, he'll be seeing a card. Messer to deliver the free kick. Free kick to KSA. Played ahead long. One back by Chacron. Turned over. McGann gets a foot in. Slows up the attack only momentarily. Messer with it. Now Chang. Side for Kirstein. Kirstein cutting back. It's cleared away by Gould. Aristavi gets it ahead. Vixamar through defenders. Dietz and Vixamar. Aristavi. Far side. Aristavi. Left foot. Blocked by Rindov. Messer picks it up in midfield. There's Mesa outside. University of the District of Columbia recruit. Foul called, free kick to KSA. First substitution of the second half will be for KSA. Michael Gould coming off, Henry Esquivel coming on. Rangers will get in on the action as well. Samuel Wells looking to check in. Gould off, Esquivel on.
Good. Come on, mate.
Rangers will be allowed to make their substitution at the next dead ball. Kirstein. Reitzma. Off the heel of True. And then launched ahead, but Desir tracks it down. And over the touchline off the foot of Rietsma. Throw into KSA. Rietsma coming off, Wells coming on. Ward heads it away, all the way back now into the feet of Nicholas. Saint-Just. McGann finding space in the midfield. Aristavi. Dietz and Vixham are running on. And it's played into touch as he was putting heavy pressure on that back line. There's Desdunes. Aristavi flicked over the top. Desdunes got in front. And it's ushered over the line by Now Chang. Another dangerous attack with Jerry Desdunes right among the thick of it. He's kind of been all over the field tonight, Jerry Desdunes. Involved in just about everything good that KSA is doing. And now, Ricardo Fierro just wants to settle things down a little bit. As the sun's going down, temperature on the field rising. Here's Desdunes. Plays it through. Vexamar running on. Flag stays down. Vexamar into the box to the left foot. Lost control on the step over. Giffen plays it off the foot of Irving. There's Meza to throw in. This match heating up just a little bit. Physical play has been turned up just a half notch. Maybe some frustration starting to set in for Rangers as they continue to trail past the hour mark now by 2 goals. Desdunes and Serda, the goal scorers for KSA. Troué settles. Plays a good ball across. Inside, Aristavi trying to feed Vixamar. Here's Vixamar. Wanted to put it on that favored left foot, but Aristavi will cross in. Headed on, and Vixamar didn't make clean contact. It's over the end line for a goal kick.
This game was at 6:30. They started the second half at 6:27.
Played out in the touch and a deep throw coming for KSA.
They started the second half at 7:27.
Desir tried the cross. He was offside. Substitution upcoming for Rangers. Brendan Henry coming on. And now Chang will come off. From the offsides free kick Rangers looking for anything. It comes to nothing. Desir streaking down the line. Ball comes off him last, and it's a throw to Rangers. Now Henry finds a little bit of space. Brendan Henry surging forward, finds Giffen. Giffen out wide for Messer. Messer directing traffic. Giffen. Wells, good feed for Messer. Messer. Kirstein. And Desir patiently comes back, takes it away. Vixamar holding off a defender. Sends Des Dunes. Rindolph there to cut it out. Here's Kirstein. Messer charging ahead. Plays Giffen through. He's beaten to the spot by Saint-Just, and it's out into touch. Throw in from Wells, long into the box. Comes all the way out the other side, and Giffen will pick it up. Giffen past Chacron. Saint-Just pops it up in the air. Rindolph, the header on. Easily collected by Richard Nicholas. No trouble there for Richard Nicholas. He's kept his sheet clean. Thanks in large part to the amount of possession and time spent in the attacking third by his team. Hasn't truly been tested yet. Here's Des Dunes picking it up with space. Vixamar flicked out for Desir. Desir won't be able to track it down. It's turned over. Another substitution on the way for KSA. Chacroun coming off. Povolotsky coming on. Flicked inside, Luis Ward. It comes back, and now it's at the foot of Des Dunes. Wide for Aristavi. Aristavi, Vixamar tried to cross in front of his man Moreno, but Moreno able to deal with it. Out over the end line. Corner kick to KSA. Corner taken short. Des Dunes trapped in the corner. Mad scramble. Ball comes out of there eventually. Rangers will be able to clear their lines. McGann. Cross for True. Looking for Aristavi, not high enough. And the clearance away by Rivera. Down the line, here's Giffen for Rangers. Gonna need something pretty quickly if they have hopes of getting back into this one. Falls into the hands of Richard Nicholas. Just over 21 minutes remaining in this match. 2-0 your scoreline. Des Dunes and Serda the scorers. And Desir pushed over in front of Brendan Henry. Free kick to KSA. McGann wins it back. Aristavi trying to go between defenders. Luis Ward there to break it up. Messer. Kirstein. Sliding attempt for Saint-Just. He wins it. Substitution, KSA. Alex Aristavi coming off. Milton Alfaro coming on.
We're gonna get paid like $1,000 instead for like half the amount of work. Which is why we need $1,000 like pay.
Ely will come on for Rangers. Giffen coming off. Long throw coming from Rangers. Popped up in the air. Desdunes launched ahead. Vixamar with it. Plays it on the deck. Runs past Rivera. Played back to the middle. Here's Desdunes. Desdunes back to the right foot. Desdunes saved by Bertoli Pineda. Comes back to Vixamar. Top of the box. Left-footed shot blocked. Another left-footed attempt blocked. Desdunes out wide for Desir, and the Rangers have recovered. Nasir with the cross, far post, over the head of Vixamar and out of play for a goal kick.
Is that the shooter?
Here's some of the action from that last sequence. Great moves by Desdunes and an excellent save from Bertoli Pineda. And some good defensive work on the back end for Rangers, getting in the way of all those attempts. KSI turned over in the midfield. KSA, rather, excuse me. I'm going to say that 1,000 times.
Why are you referencing our YouTube channel? Oh wait, KSI is a YouTube channel. We're going to get demonetized.
Foul against Vixamar. Another substitution upcoming for Rangers. Moreno will come off. Cesar Rivas will enter. Mesa. Messer charged into from behind, and this is going to be the card. Irving was warned about 15 minutes ago. His transgressions counted by Ricardo Fierro, and the promise fulfilled. Said one more, and I will show you a yellow, and the yellow card raised aloft. Kimani Irving's name written on it.
You can stay on the field as a caution. You can stay on the field. Yeah, you can stay on the field. Which one? Coach, come on. Are you friendly? Guys, just set up the distance so we can play. Come on. Yeah, but there's a caution. Yeah. Keeper called too.
Nathan Messer with a little bit of the magic water on the ankle.
Go ahead. That was live, right?
Gets himself a drink.
Subs.
Free kick for Rangers upcoming.
Guys ready for Space Jam 2?
And Ricardo Fierro says, I'll have some of that. Thank you.
Where's LeBron? Where's LeBron, guys?
Another substitution for KSA. Lamech Phillips on. Desir coming off. He's put in a good shift. Just one in the wall. A lot of bodies forward for Rangers, needing a goal. delivery touched on, and a good stop from Nicholas. It wasn't too troubling, but he had to be there as the touch was on frame. Richard Nicholas does the necessary. Keeps it at 2-0. Headed on, here's Vixamar. Dietz and Vixamar running at the defense, past defenders. Left foot into the box and scored! Jerry Desdunes with his second goal of the match. The second one assisted by Dietz and Vixamar, and it's a 3-0 lead for Atlanta's PPA KSA 01 Pro Profile. Excellent build-up, great pass, technical finish from Desdunes. (3-0 to KSA. Quarter of an hour remaining. It looks like icing on the cake for a comprehensive victory for the boys from Atlanta. Substitution for KSA after the goal. Serdar will come in. Ravon McGann to the bench. He'll sit and watch the last 15 minutes. Should be a victory seen out by his side with a 3-goal advantage. Now, on a hat trick, here's Desdunes. Over for Vixamar. Vixamar cutting. Left-footed shot into the chest of Bartoli Pinero, who has gone down. Like that ball came off the hand of Serdar. No call. We play on. Here's Messer. Rangers trailing 3. Needing something to go right here. Serdar chipped ahead. Desdunes has it touched over his head. There's Messer. Ward. And Ward took a swing. He was being hassled from behind. Luis Ward, and this could be serious. There's the drag back. It's a definite foul, but the unnecessary bit comes right there. Tarek Serdar, who had just come on, catches one in the mouth. Ricardo Fierro holds aloft a yellow card. It certainly could have been a card of a different color in a different situation. Fierro exercises some restraint, gives a stern talking to Luis Ward, and shows him yellow. KSA will make another substitution. Silvert Magindo coming on to replace Jerry Desdunes, who's tallied a brace today and been pretty spectacular for most of the day. He's controlled the midfield and been the orchestrator of everything good going forward. Serdar beaten to the spot and wins it back. True. Tried to launch one up the line, comes back at him. Out into touch. Rindolph, long throw. Over the head of Wells. Irving there. Trying to usher it over the line and does. But he made the wrong choice because it was a KSA player who had touched it last, and it goes over for a corner. Rangers with a chance. We approach 80 minutes. Pushed in, far post, knotted up and over. A golden opportunity. The net was gaping. Meza all alone after the deflected header. Just couldn't keep it down. Rangers try to press, send Messer down the wing. Messer cuts and retreats. Holding. Here he finds Ward. Pass is intercepted. Played ahead. Vixamar. Phillips running on. Phillips with a left-footed shot, but it's right at Bartoli Pinero. Rivas goes to battle with Alfaro. Illegally so in the eyes. Ricardo Fierro. Substitution getting ready. Rangers will send on Yvonne Mesa. Eli Kirstein will come off. Rangers now just about 8.5 minutes from falling to 0-1-1 in this tournament. Through the midfield. That's canceled out on a big defensive challenge. Coming across, Thesis True. Messer. KSA able to clear the lines after the long throw. Up ahead, Magindo. And a push in the back. Turned off, popped ahead. Here's Messer. Messer, long distance effort. Might have been deflected on the way through, but it was well over even the netting behind the goal. No deflection. It's out for a goal kick. Goal kick comes right to the foot of Messer. Wells, right-footed, driven, shot to the corner, and it's in. Rangers put one away late. And still with 6 minutes to go, they make it 3-1. Great shot from Samuel Wells. It was a poorly taken goal kick by Richard Nicholas. It came to the feet of Messer, who found Wells, and Wells found the back of the net. Well, this pumps some energy into a Rangers side that looked well beaten. Down the wing, here comes Phillips. Phillips trying to cut inside. It's played out into touch. Throw in to KSA. Popped in by True and cleared away by Rindolph. Serda able to stay on the ball.
It sounded like he was about to say 3-2, so my bad.
Irving headed and a foul called. Phillips turning along the touchline, and he's fouled. Povolotsky plays it out wide. Dietzen Vixamar cuts back in. Vixamar left-footed shot. Almost beats the keeper, and then it does on the rebound. Lamech Phillips gets the goal back that was given away a moment ago from the poor goal kick. Lamech Phillips adds to the tally, and it's 4-1 KSA. A great move cutting to the inside by Dietzen Vixamar creates the rebound, and Lamech Phillips on the back door, able to finish it off. The 3-goal advantage restored for KSA. Phillips steps in, wins the ball back. Perhaps feeling his oats a little bit after scoring that goal. Goes past 2 Rangers defenders. Phillips looking for Magindo. Too far out in front. Rindolph there, and Magindo commits the foul from behind. Look at this from Phillips. Able to keep it alive, go past 2 defenders. A rush of blood after that ball ended up in the back of the net off of his foot. 2.5 minutes left in regulation. Just a moment, we'll find out what the stoppage time will be. But for now, it's 4-1 KSA for OBGC Rangers. Messer has it taken away. Serda, he had a goal at the end of the first half. He's rubbed off the ball. Ivan Mesa whistled for the foul. Samar trying to turn on Rivera out on the right wing. Ball rolls away into touch. Approaching a minute left in regulation. Foul committed by Saint-Just. All in all, KSA, pretty comprehensive performance. Had the one moment where they slacked off for just briefest of seconds. Wells able to put it in the bottom corner. But moments later, KSA would answer, get that goal back. Nicholas out to claim it. He'll take it down to the turf. Fourth official, Jordan Castillejo. Ready to hold the board aloft and tell us how much stoppage time we have. It's 3 minutes.
Just like do circles like in the fetal position.
KSA about to move to 1-0-1 for the tournament. Putting themselves in a good position to gain a result tomorrow and move on to the knockout stage. Cutting through defenders and taken down. Lamech Phillips earns the free kick. Povolotsky lining up to take this free kick. Povolotsky shooting all the way, and it's squibbed along the ground into the arms of Bertoli Pinero. Irving's header goes backward. Messer trying to get on the end. A host of KSA red shirts around him. That's taken away. Povolotsky, Serda. KSA just trying to see out time here, leading 4-1. Two goals for Destunes, one for Serda, and the final tally from Lamech Phillips. 7 goals scored in 2 matches for KSA. They have been pretty prolific here at the National Championship Tournament from Overland Park, Kansas. Now, Vixamar gliding through midfield. Vixamar with a long distance effort. Didn't judge the distance quite correctly. We're very near the 3 minutes that was prescribed for extra time. And there is the final whistle. KSA, coming off a 3-3 draw yesterday, prevail here on Field 1 against OBGC Rangers by a final score of 4-1. The Stoons with the brace. Tallies by Lamech Phillips and also Tarek Serda make the 4-goal total enough to get the victory here today. That's going to do it for our first match of this evening's session from Field 1. We got more coming up in the girls under 14 division. We hope you'll stick around and join me, John Schreiner, for the next one. I want to remind you that this production of Turbo Sports is brought to you by the following sponsors.